Lesson 3-8, multi-step equations with grouping symbols. So when solving multi-step equations with grouping symbols, you want to simplify what's in the grouping symbols first. These grouping symbols include parentheses, brackets, braces, and even fractional expressions where you have a variable either in the numerator or the denominator. Then we're going to add or subtract to get the term with the variable by itself. And then finally, we want to multiply or divide to get the variable completely by itself. So our first example, here we got 25 times 7 plus b equals 300. Now you could distribute the 25 if you wanted to. Otherwise, we could divide by 25 on both sides. So if I divide by 25 on both sides, I now have 300 divided by 25 is 12. So I would have 7 plus b equals 12. Then I just subtract 7 on both sides, and b is going to equal 5. Now if you distributed, you would get rid of the parentheses. So if you're multiplying by 7, or multiplying by 25, then you're going to have to divide by 25 later on. So either way, you'll still get the correct answer. This next one, I want to get this fraction by itself, so I'm going to subtract 11 on both sides. And now I have n plus 2 divided by 3 equaling 4. Now I want to get rid of the fraction. So in order to get rid of the fraction, I need to multiply by the denominator. So multiply by 3 on both sides. And now I'm left with n plus 2 equals 12. The opposite of adding 2 is subtracting 2. N is going to equal 10. Next, here I want to get rid of the denominator, so multiply by 6 on both sides. And now I'm going to combine like terms in the numerator. That gives me 5c plus 2 equals 42. To get 5c by itself, I'm going to subtract 2 on both sides, and I'm left with 5c equaling 40. The opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. If I divide both sides by 5, c is going to equal 8. And this one, here I'm going to subtract 1 on both sides. That gives me 2 times m plus 4 equals 28. Now I'm going to divide by 2 here to get the parentheses by itself, and I'm left with m plus 4 equals 14. The opposite of adding 4 is subtracting 4. And now I have m by itself, and m is going to equal 10. Next. So here we have, I'm going to get the parentheses by itself by dividing by 8. So I'm now left with 4 equaling p plus 7. Subtract 7 on both sides, and I'm left with p equaling a negative 3. Next one here, I'm going to divide by 0.4 on both sides. And 4.8 divided by 0.4 gives us 12. So now I have 12 over here equaling v plus 4. The opposite of adding 4 is subtracting 4. And I'm left with v equaling 8. Next, here I want to do the opposite of dividing by 2, which is multiplying by 2. Do that on both sides, and I'm left with 36 equaling d plus 7. And I subtract 7 on both sides, and I'm left with 29 equaling d. And this one, to get rid of the denominator, I multiply both sides by 3. Combine the numerators, so that gives me 3k plus 6 equals 33. Subtract 6 on both sides, gives us 3k equaling 27. And divide by 3 on both sides, and k is going to equal 9. And our last couple problems here. Here I'm going to have to distribute the 5 here. So that's going to give us 5 equaling 5w plus 6w is 11w minus 25. Now I'm going to add 25 to both sides to get the w's by itself. So that's 5 plus 25 is 30, equaling 11w. Divide by 11, and we are left with w equaling 30 over 11. Next, here I'm going to distribute the 2. So negative 2x plus 4x is 2x, plus negative 2 times negative 5 is 10, equaling negative 14. Going to subtract 10. This is going to give us 2x equaling a negative 24 divided by 2. X is going to equal a negative 12. Next here I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides. And I'm left with p plus 5 equaling 18. Subtract 5. P is going to equal 13. And this one I'm going to subtract 2 on both sides. And now I have 5. And I'm going to combine like terms in the numerator first. 5y minus 1y is 4y plus 4. All divided by 6 is going to equal 5. Multiply both sides by 6. And now we have 4y plus 4 equals 30. Going to subtract 4 on both sides. And this is going to give us 4y equaling 26 divided by 4. And y is going to equal, divide that by 2 halves, so be 13 halves. So that's our lesson on multi-step equations with symbols, grouping symbols.